Ow. There we go. And now I can tweet. Sheelite. Oh, if I could spell, that'd be great. Sheelite Showcase. Twitch.tv/Sheelite Showcase. Oh my god, I can't spell again. Let me try. There we go. Rainbow. What do I want to do for the GIF? You're typing rainbow. Crazy things appear. Also, why is my Wi-Fi bad? The fuck, guys? Whatever. I'm over it. Oh, we can do that. Sure. Sure. I'll give it like 5 minutes, and then I'll do the show. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I do need to look one thing up before I do all of that fun stuff. Oh my god. Fuck. That's what I need. Ow. Yeah. Weird shadows happening. Or is that just... What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. Don't care. I'm just gonna get the show done. Then we go sweat to death outside. It's gonna be very fun. Very exciting. Bing, 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 ow. It's me, you, me, you. I still don't have an answer for that one. Who was in that match? What should I do? No, don't know. Let's go. Willow. Since I can't spell. Oh, I need my drink up here. That's what I was forgetting. Before anybody asks, no, it's not alcohol, it's tea again. That's just the glass I use. Don't know what to tell you. All right, cool. Ow! I'm going to give it a minute, and then I'm just going to do the actual show and get it over with. Because I got things to do later. I gotta go be a supportive friend. It means I have to go back outside. And it's hot out there. And I don't like it. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, though, which I don't like either. Yes, solo skating. Savannah couldn't make it. I also needed the show to be like closer to this time anyways, because I'm doing shit after. So she said she wasn't able to come. And she said sorry, and I was like, that's alright. So it'll just be a quicker show. Probably not my fastest show, but it'll be shortish. It'll be under an hour. That's for damn sure. Under half an hour? Probably not. It'll be a shorter show. today. And then next week should be normal. And then the following week, we are going to have to do a Wednesday night show, which Savannah doesn't know that yet, but we're doing a Wednesday night show in 2 weeks. Because Mama's got a concert on Thursday, the 26th. So I will not be here. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and start this up. Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the She-Lead Showcase. I'm your host with the mostest, the shaman of She-Lead, the hardest woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay. As you can see, today is a impromptu solo cicady. Savannah couldn't make it. It happens, it's okay. She was on a very good hot streak for quite some time, so it's all good. I can hold it down. Best part about doing a solo show is I don't have to wear my headphones since it's just me and nothing else is coming out of this laptop, so that's fun. I would like to thank everyone for watching, whether that be twitch.tv/SheLeadShowcase for a little bit of monies. You can subscribe, do the things once a month. Amazon Prime, you have gaming, you can use it for this. That'd be cool. For no monies, Cero Dinero, youtube.com/SheLeadShowcase. It is free, like I said, to subscribe, to like, to comment. You can do all the things. Just put a new ranking video out, ranking women's championship belts, because why not? So you can go check that out. And I mean subscribe, like fully subscribe. We are that close to 300. Now, Savannah plans on doing something for 300. I don't know what that is. I'll just be happy to hit 300. Cero Dinero. We've been saying it for a few weeks. Well, Savannah says Cero Monies, and I say Cero Dinero because it's funny. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in here. Before I do, Happy Pride Month, everybody. Support your local gay and they and everyone in between. Support them and everything they do. Like me. Appreciate it. Now, news and rumors time. So obviously this past weekend we had Worlds Collide, which was a huge success. Special little shout out to Corey Graves, who held it down with Conan for commentary for Worlds Collide. And it was also just a really fun show, especially for people who don't get to watch Lucha Libre often or at all. So it was a fun experience for everybody. At least I had a great time watching it. And then we also had Money in the Bank. Also, happy Filipino Independence Day. Shout out. Shout out indeed. Money in the Bank happened. And we have our Money in the Bank winners. Ms. Money in the Bank, Naomi. This was the correct choice, guys. I mean, all 6 women absolutely slayed. Of course, they're all fantastic. But Naomi was the correct choice. And I don't know if anybody saw, she keeps herself strapped with that case, as in the amount of things in there. We're all surprised there's not a gun in there. At least that's what Jordan Gray said. And she has so many things in that briefcase. You never know. So Miss Naomi, Miss Money in the Bank. Who will she cash in on? My guess is probably Tiffy time eventually. But I don't know. Also, I will say, and I'll say into the atmosphere, if y'all make Naomi the first one to lose for the women, I will throw hands. I'm doing good. Reginald, how are you doing? And then for our men's Money in the Bank, Mr. Two-time Money in the Bank winner, Seth freaking Rollins. We say the freaking. Mr. Freaking won. I'm not mad at Seth winning the briefcase in any capacity. I think it makes sense. He's already on a power trip. He's got Braun and Bronson plus Paul. He's already gunning for the world title, or he was when Jay was champion, but we'll get there. It makes sense, logically and realistically, for Seth to win. A lot of people are upset that LA Knight didn't win. Baby, this is only his third time. You know how many Naomi was in before she won? 5. It'll be okay. You guys will be great. It'll be okay. Also at Money in the Bank, we have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch, because she cheated, grabbed the tights of Lyra, and Lyra was not having that shit after Becky. Lyra stayed true to her word. She held up Becky's hand after the match. She raised it, but then Becky wanted to get cocky and get too much. So then Lyra fucking snapped. As she should. I don't blame her. I would have too. Also at Money in the Bank, we saw Ron Killings show up in the main event. The main event being the tag match between Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul, unfortunately. But Ron Killings showed up, attacked John Cena, cost them the match. It was mwah, 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 mwah. That was well done. Typically, when you see a person in a black hoodie, of recency, it's been a Samoan or a Tongan. So I did not know who was going to be under the black hoodie. It ended up being Ron Killings, and by God, was it Ron Killings. And then on Monday, he cut his hair off on the desk. Shit was wild, but it's so good. And officially, we know WrestleMania 42 will take place the second year in a row in Las Vegas, April 18th and 19th. What up, Jalen? Jalen is the mastermind behind all of the music featured on Chile Showcase. You need music? That's your man. April 18th and 19th, WrestleMania Vegas. They're doubling down. Part of me is like, do I want to try and go again? But then part of me is like, Katie, be a responsible adult. Don't do it to yourself. We'll fucking see. I got a year. I got less than a year to plan. I'm also still trying to figure out SummerSlam if I'm going. It's a whole thing. I don't know. Also, before everyone starts, no, I don't got money like that. I make it work. That's all I gotta say. On Monday Night Raw, we saw the return of Bayley after she was attacked pre-Mania by Rebecca Lynch. Bayley, looking good as always. Love you. Attacked Becky before Lyra could attack Becky. So now potentially a triple threat, maybe potentially at Evolution, because Evolution is next month. In about a month, actually, give or take to the day. And in the main event of Monday Night Raw, and new WWE World Heavyweight Champion Big Gunther beats Jey Uso. I was actually kind of shocked. I really didn't think Gunther would win. I thought, if anything, Jey would win and then Seth would cash in. That was my thought process. But no, now there's talks of Bill Goldberg showing up. And that makes me sad. If you know me, I don't like Bill, regardless of what people say and what clips they post that are taken out of context. And while I was highly intoxicated, I do not like that man. Bill Goldberg. I like Gunther. We Joe Gunther. Big good. So now all of that is happening. We're slowly starting to get stuff for Evolution 2, even though they're not calling it Evolution 2, but Evolution 2. All of that is happening. Nikki Bella came back. 8 what's she called? Oblivion? That's her move. From Liv Morgan, so now potentially Bella Twins versus Liv and Raquel at Evolution for the tag titles. I kind of hope that happens because the Bellas weren't around when the tag titles got created, and I think they deserve a shot. Fuck it, we ball. Why not? They're not doing anything with these women's tag titles anyways. It's fine. Everything's fine. I need to calm down. Moving to today in women's wrestling history. Today being June 12th. In 2021, 4 years ago, we had Against All Odds, the air date for the TNA/Impact pay-per-view. I don't remember what it was at that time. I think it was still Impact. We had 3 women's matches. We had Tenille Dashwood defeating Jordynne Grace. Tenille Dashwood, for those who don't know, was Emma in WWE. Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz defeat Kimber Lee and Susan, who we know as Su Yung, to retain the Knockouts tag team titles. And to retain her Knockouts title, Deonna Purrazzo defeated Rosemary. Sounds like a pretty good card to me. 3 women's matches. That pay-per-view was probably like, if it was an air date, it was probably like 3 hours max. More women's matches in 3 hours than Tony Khan can put on in 4. Interesting. I'm just saying. But anyways, wrestlers of the week. I guess I'll go since I'm the only one here. And it was actually my turn in the rotation, so that kind of works out. My tag team, I just mentioned it. There was Summer Blockbuster last night on AEW Dynamite / Collision. I think this was the Collision segment of the show. I don't remember. It was the tag team of Tomohiro Ishii, Mark Briscoe, and Willow Nightingale. Because Willow is a precious baby angel, and I'm going to be honest, I don't remember how the match ended, but I know that they had a match, and I know Chris Stat was backstage watching, and then Chris Stat got approached by Utes later in the night. I don't know what the fuck that is, but Chris Statlander, come to your senses, baby. Do not join the Death Riders. I'm just saying that now. But I like the team of Willow, Briscoe, and Ishii. I guess they're all still technically considered the conglomeration. I don't know. For my females, my females, my womansas, I have 2. I already mentioned her. Ms. Money in the Bank, Naomi. I mean, Naomi's busted her ass. Consistently has shown out and showed off during Money in the Bank matches. And this heel gimmick she has, Proceed with Caution, is so fun. She gets to like display her acting chops, and she's busting her ass again currently with this. And that means we get to see Naomi as a champion again. Wins all around. Come on. And it goes to the MVP of the weekend, having 3 matches in less than 24 hours. Because, goddamn, Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, she was a part of a 6-woman tag on SmackDown, then proceeded to be in a tag team at Worlds Collide. She teamed with Lola Vice, defeating Dalys y Chica Tormenta, which was a great match. And then, a few hours later, probably like 5 hours, maybe, if that, was in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Give Stephanie Vaquer everything. We got a double Devil's Kiss at Worlds Collide. We had a Devil's Kiss on a ladder during Money in the Bank. Also, I will say, we love the Devil's Kiss here. It's a great move. But, people, you have to remember, Stephanie Vaquer is also just a talented-ass fucking wrestler. And do not limit her to just that move because of her ass. You know, I will just say that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Stephanie's definitely getting the one of my spots because I personally would just collapse if I had to wrestle 2 matches in 24 hours, let alone 3. 2 in the same day? No, thank you. No gracias. No me gusta. And for my mansas, we're going back to Worlds Collide here. The main event of Worlds Collide, Chad Gable. Listen, Chad Gable busted his ass in that match, and I'm glad. I explained this on SmackDown Raw. I'm glad it was Chad Gable in the match showing off, because El Gran Americano gimmick pisses me off, and it's not needed anymore. Wasn't needed to begin with. It was kind of funny in the beginning, and now it's not. But Chad, being Chad, getting to showcase that made me happy. Because it wasn't the gimmick. It wasn't this, that, and the other. It was just Chad Gable being a fantastic wrestler. And, of course, the AAA, what do they call them? Mega champions? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's a mega champion. Hold on, Vince. AAA mega champion, El Hijo de Vikingo, of course. Bro, he's so good. For what? And for how? Effortlessly doing 450s off the middle rope, disrespectful to everybody else. Thank you, Vince. AAA mega champion. Mr. Iguana got robbed out of Mail of the Week. Listen, a special shout out to Mr. Iguana. According to people on Twitter, he's not very liked in Mexico. So him coming to the United States and having a fucking field day with us and being so over is hysterical to some people. I think it's cool. He seems pretty chill. La Yesca is his iguana puppet. Like, let's go. I'm in. Say less. And they featured him. He was at Money in the Bank. And at NXT. Vince heard he's scheduled for SmackDown Mañana tomorrow. Oh my god. Wait, that'd be kind of fun. Also, I have seen some rumblings of Hikuleo being at the tapings tomorrow. I don't know if they said tapings, so are they just doing... I'm confused. Because tomorrow's what, the 13th? There's nothing happening next weekend for them to be taping. I don't know. But Hikuleo might finally be debuting. We'll see. Yes. Vince, yes. So Matt might be happy if it happens. Again, I saw it. I don't know how true it is. We'll see. But now Jacob hates Solo. I hate you, Solo. So now Solo needs another man, and his bloodline? Are we still calling it the bloodline? I don't know. But those are my wrestlers of the week. Now, the question of the week. I already have my answers because I assumed this was preemptively. I assumed Savannah was going to be here, so I was going to have her give her answers. But I wanted to bring back something we did. I don't remember how long ago this was. Basically, the color association game, right? Associate a wrestler and a color of the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, gray, and multicolor. The only one I don't have an answer for is orange. So if you can think of a wrestler and you associate them with the color orange, let me know. But other than that, I'm just going to go through my list and tell me who you all would pick. Tell me what... Because, I did only pick one wrestler per color because I thought Savannah was going to be here. So red, I thought of Stephanie Vergara. What do they call that? Like the video that plays, her entrance video. Plus, the majority of the time she is wearing the red gear. Becky Lynch and her old orange hair. Sure, I'll put Becky. That works. I can put Becky or I can put Sheamus. Or I'll just put both. Red equals amazing red. All right, I'll just put Vince's answers as well. Shout out to Vicente for helping me out. Okay, yellow. I went with LA Knight. Specifically because that tacky ass yellow shirt he wears. Yellow is just one of those colors where it has to be in the right condition to look nice. So I'm going to say LA Knight for yellow. That's what I'm thinking. For green, I had a lot of choices for green, but I decided to go on the AEW side. I went with Will Ospreay. Again, the video, whatever, during his entrance, most of the time his gear is green. I don't know, he just gives green vibes. I could have went with like Naomi because Money in the Bank and the glow stuff, but it's not really that anymore. Vince is also just giving me more for orange. He also said Macho Man. See, I was gonna say Undisputed Era, but I wanted to do like how they are now. I'm still gonna put that. Mr. Iguana. Oh my god, how could I forget? How could one forget? Mr. Iguana. For blue, I had Jey Uso. It's mainly been the blue gear, which kind of doesn't make sense because he is on Raw, so you would think he'd be wearing more red than blue. I'm not gonna judge, but it's like the light blue, with like he's got the Yeet glasses that are blue, the pants are blue, the screen is blue, everything is blue. Also sky blue, but now she's like spooky sky blue, so she doesn't really wear blue much. But I allow it. I allow. Purple, Vince will like this answer, Dominic Mysterio. I could have went with Judgment Day as a whole, but they don't really wear purple anymore. It's more so just Dom. Like, I'm trying to think, like, Finn doesn't wear purple anymore. Neither does JD. Raquel just wears bandanas, and Liv, if she's out there with Dom, will wear purple. But Dom is the only one consistently wearing purple. AJ Styles as well for sky blue, or for blue. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, same vibe, blue pants always. He was SmackDown was the house that AJ Styles built back in the day. Damian Priest, but does he really wear purple anymore? Because I was gonna say Priest or Rhea, but I don't know. I was just thinking more Dominic. I'll put Priest though. Damian Priest. Pink. I mean, Tiffany time. Tiffany Stratton is the obvious answer. I could have also, but she's wearing black now. His shirt is purple and his Titantron has purple. Oh, maybe I just don't pay enough attention. I just look at Damian Priest. Damian Priest is a pretty man. I'm gonna be honest. He's pretty. But pink, it has to be Tiffany. Like, Tiffany makes the most sense. And I'm 90% sure, last time I did this, she was pink then, too. Because she's basically wrestling Barbie. Now, Blake Monroe, formerly known as Mariah May, is wrestling Sabrina Carpenter. Which was very smart. I like what they did with that. 10 out of 10. I'll do gray next because I was like, how can I be cheeky about this? Toni Storm. The black and white or the gray, considering both those colors mixed together. It's the vignettes every time she's on screen before her matches. It makes the most sense for it to be Toni. Pink, Bret Hart, Natty. I'll put Natty. Poor Natty. Apparently her and Maxine Dupri are going to be like actually tagging together soon because reports are saying they're actually trying to rebuild the women's tag division. See how well that fucking goes. But I would be interested. Orange, Vince gave me quite a bit. I just put Becky and Macho Man. Gray, Uncle Howdy because of his hair. You know what? I love it. Perfect. And then the last one, I decided to do multicolor. Because, it's Pride Month. We love the rainbows. I think this episode's I'm gonna title it The Rainbow Connection. And the paint with all the colors is in reference to Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind. Great stuff. Come on. Multicolor, I went with Willow. Willow Nightingale's gear is very Lisa Frank-esque. For those who know, if you were a little girl in the early 2000s, or you had sisters who were younger in the early 2000s, Lisa Frank was fucking everywhere, baby. But just the gear is always colorful. Her ring attire is also colorful. And she's just a ball of sunshine, and I absolutely love her, and I want to put her on this list. That's how that works here. It's my show, my questions. It is what it is. But feel free, for those watching after the fact, multicolor RVD or Rey Mysterio. I'll put Rey. Rey consistently pulling out the different colored gears with matching masks. Iconic. But you all are the colors. You all know your colors. Feel free to let me know in the comments or on Twitter or whatever what colors you associate with, or what wrestlers you associate with basically the colors of the rainbow. Let me know. Thank you to Vince for giving me company in this chat today. Much appreciate you, bud. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Again, I got somewhere to be. I got stuff to do. I'm not going to upload this right away. I'm going to upload it later. I appreciate you all so much for being here. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13. The link tree in my bio to take you everything She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase or YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. Give or take the ish. Again, like I said in the beginning, new ranking video up on the YouTube. I ranked WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA, and NWA Women's Championship belts. So you can go check that out. Argue with me about my rankings. Listen, the AEW Women's title originally looked like a fucking Fabergé egg, and I'm still mad. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for being here. Super appreciate it. Again, a quick episode. Souls Katie's usually are. Appreciate y'all. Again, until next time. Bye-bye.